see. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for getting up and getting started to trading with me. I have something really special for you all. I have Court and Kendra, two of the best, I say, business partners and just people that I know. And they are two of the greatest moguls inside of the Mogul Stock Discord. I know a lot of you are not familiar with my Discord because I don't talk about it too often because a lot of you are just not prepared. But I think it's time. I think you guys are ready. Again, Discord and taking signals kind of get a bad vibe, and y'all think it's like, oh, you're lazy or you don't know how to trade. But again, when we use Discord and we're getting signals, it's more to provide you education and a convenience for those people who are just still busy with a 9 to 5. And that used to be me. I used to still work not even 9 to 5. I would work 10 to 12 hours. Court was my mentor. I was deciding, hey, 10 years, I'll retire and I'll trade full time. And Court said, whack that. Like, you're going to be retiring a whole lot sooner than that. And I'm definitely going to help you get there. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Court and Kendra.
Good
Hello, hello.
morning. Good
Good morning,
morning.
guys. Happy to be here. I'm Court. Stock Market Bigs on social media. You guys can find me there. Shout out to Chaz for helping me. Our mantra, something that we always kind of live by and follow through with in the group is that, our mantra is from pupils to peers. Taking people from a place where they're a student, where they're learning from you, to taking them to a place where you guys are in the same place, on the same level. And Chaz is definitely one of those people that I consider a peer. I learned a lot from her, even to this day, even now. She's an amazing educator, amazing teacher, and honestly, too, just an even better person. Like, this is somebody who you want on your team and in your corner. Um, so yeah, shout out to Chaz. So I'm just working through some things here
Absolutely. Y'all
pre-market.
got to get to see some magic. If you've never traded with Court, he's going to be presenting how he prepares for the market, the pre market, and his famous boxy box. So,
Yes, yes, I'll take you
yes,
guys through
Everybody
these
goes
sir,
things.
y'all are
crazy
in for
Like,
a
for the
treat. And
boxy
now,
yeah,
box.
Kendra,
yeah.
introduce
Yes,
yourself.
ma'am. Sorry. Court was, he was doing his thing.
Okay.
I was letting him get off.
Maybe it's
I
Nah,
just
you don't
am
get
volume.
the high. You
Kendra.
don't get the high.
Court, are you
Yeah, no,
speaking?
I'm
No.
Kendra Nicole. I get the pleasure of working with Chaz and Court every
Hold on,
day.
guys.
It's
Got
been
a little
over a year
technical. I can
now,
see
and
her
it's been
mic going off, but I
amazing.
can't hear her. Hold on one second. Let me
Oh,
bring her down and I'll bring her back up.
can you hear me now?
Kendra and Court, can y'all say something?
Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear
Hello?
me?
Hello?
I'm missing them. Hold on, guys. Man, they don't want us to be
If
great. Let
if
me
you guys
bring
can hear
Court
me,
back
can you
down.
guys
I'm
drop
gonna
a
add him
one
back
in the
in
chat? Okay, you guys
and
can hear
see.
me. Chaz can't hear me.
I got her mic and I can see her. Oh, y'all can hear them. Okay, I can't
Yeah.
hear them. Okay,
So
as
you
long as
guys
y'all
can
can
hear
hear them,
us, but
cool.
Chaz
I
can't.
can't. I don't
Chaz
know what's
can't.
happening,
This is
but
what you went through on the Discord, Court.
all right.
Okay,
As long as
cool.
Oh.
y'all can hear, let me. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and just come into. Nah, I can't hear them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mute me so I can hear what they're saying. And as long as y'all get the information, we're good.
Perfect, perfect. Well, yes, I'm Kendra Nicole. I have been working with Chaz in Court for about a year now. I've been trading for about 5 years, and yeah, I love working with these guys. What is it? Court is about to show you guys his boxy box and his pre-market setup, and then I'll follow and show you guys some things as well. But I'm excited. Drop a one in the chat if you guys are already in the community. If not, we would love to have you. We would love to have you.
We would love to have you guys. And you guys can hear me. And I'm going to go through it. I'm going to start on my screen and just give you guys some game and let you guys know some things that, many people may not be aware of. So every morning, one of the things I'm doing is I'm checking to see which companies are active, as in which companies have had the highest trading volume pre-market. We know that institutions and things like that, hedge funds, banks, etc., they trade pre-market. Pre-market is where they primarily come in, they set their orders, and a lot of those things get executed throughout the session. We also know that the majority of the money that is in the market is institutional money. It's not retail traders like you or I, hedge funds, banks, institutions, etc. So just from looking here and just going through it briefly, this is Market Chameleon. If anybody is familiar, not familiar, check it out. It's not something you need a subscription to. I'm just looking and I'm starting to pick out some things from the gainers. A lot of the times when you see like these huge gainers, usually going to be pharmaceuticals, but we're not trading this, right? Market cap 5.9 billion, not trading penny stocks. Nothing like that. I'm looking for the heavy hitters. I'm looking for large cap, high market cap things, mega cap companies, even if they're not up as much, right? Because I would rather, well, here goes an ETF, right? SOXL, a semiconductor ETF. But if I'm being honest, as we scroll down this list, HUT, it's a crypto thing. MU, Micron, is a semiconductor. But if I'm being honest, right? MU, market cap of 381 billion. I'd rather get 3% on Micron than 231% on whatever this is. And a lot of those things too are rug pulls. So we'll keep working down. And I'm looking for things or companies that I'm familiar with, largely from experience, that are in the same sectors and industries. TSLL, bullish Tesla. Tesla should be up here somewhere. Neo starting to make a push. We mentioned Micron. HUT. This is a weed company too, right? HUT is like, it's related to like crypto, things like that. Goes up in
I feel like I haven't heard
Bitcoin.
about HUT in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, we had leaps on HUT a few years ago. Rivian is another EV company. So we saw Neo, we saw Rivian, so maybe EV is about to get a push, sector rotations. Marvell, another semi. So I can see that semis are performing well this morning. Where do we come across NVIDIA? Should be up here somewhere eventually. TQQQ. In addition to looking at this and some of the gainers and things that lost, Nike down 11% this morning. Gonna have to go in, look at their
Nike has
metrics.
earnings. Nike has
Yeah,
had
some
earnings after hours. Actually, that's on my list.
yeah, that was
I
on
didn't
our
realize.
list.
Let me see
So we'll check
something real
out
quick.
Nike. Valero, energy company, is down
Oh, gosh.
2%. And then XLE, which is an ETF, an energy ETF. If anybody can, just Google the holdings in XLE, find their top 8 holdings. Something that everybody should know if you're serious about these trading game AMD. Okay, perfect. In addition to that, one thing we also do pay attention to is the most active. Most people don't know, right? Like something like QQQ can have 3 million of volume pre-market. And I'm sorry, that screen moved. Let's close analysis and bring that back up here, right? 3 million shares of QQQ has exchanged hands before the market even opened. Incredible. Same thing for SPY, right? 3.8 million shares of SPY has exchanged hands before we're able to even get into the game. For NVIDIA, up only 0.7%. Even though semis are up, it's lagging a little bit behind the sector. So we'll watch NVIDIA into the session. Now, on my left-hand side is Quant. That's my order flow. My the order flow software that I use, and I had wrote down some numbers over there from over there. Let me see if I can bring this up, and we'll just look to see what's going on the SPX side. A lot of orders came in on that, so we're looking here, and we just have an idea. I'm also looking at the pre-market futures data. I saw the Dow was up 200 points. That's a green day. NASDAQ up 171, and S&P lagging behind the NASDAQ and the Dow. That lets me know that NVIDIA is probably not pumping yet. Neither is Apple and Amazon. Just based on the holdings and the percentage of holdings that each of these things are. Broad market is not doing as well, but the Dow is up. Tech is up. I'm also looking to see how the Asian market performed overnight. I can see that this was up as well. So Asian market is green. Dow is up over 100 points. I know that we're likely going to trend up today. I'm going to assume that fact. But in terms of order flow, even before I start to draw in my levels, I'm looking to see which contracts have the highest volume pre-market. So just at a glance, if you guys can see my screen here, I can see that on the call side, and I'll have you guys write these numbers down, 6,600 calls on SPX had a lot of orders. 6620s had a lot of orders pre-market. On the put side, 6,500 puts for SPX and 6,400 puts for SPX. Now, if we go to our chart, we can see that despite the fact that these orders are being purchased, we can see that pre-market, if I just make a mark, we are unable to trade SPX. There's no data that you get on SPX from the close of the previous session to the open of this session, despite the fact that institutions are trading it. And we can see that in real time on the data side of it and see what they're buying and what they're getting into. On SPY, there is pre-market data. That's largely where my levels come from. What is being bought and sold in areas of support and resistance in the after hours and the pre-market. But going back to order flow and what we saw on the SPX side, that's going to help me determine my levels going into the session. So let's go here. This is a tool that we use. This is an SPX to SPY converter. If you trade SPY, SPX, you know that they follow a lot of the same price action, but the levels are different. The prices are different. If I'm ever in the group and I or myself or Kendra signal a 6,600 SPY call, SPX call, excuse me, and you don't have $1,500 to purchase that, bring it over here. Plug it into the converter, see what it is or the value is on the SPY side to the set, and get your strike prices that way. But we mentioned there that on the call side, we saw 6,600 calls, had a lot of volume. So that's 657.53 on SPY. I'm writing that down. SPY 657.53. Also saw that 6620s had a lot of volume. That's 659.52 on the SPY side, on the call side. On the put side, we had 6,500 puts, which had the highest volume of any contracts. That's 647.57. And I'll write that here, SPY 647.57 put. And then I also saw 6,400s. 637.60. Okay. These are going to be some of our downside price targets going into the session and some of our upside price targets going into the session. So we mentioned 657.53. This here is going to be my bullish trigger based on what we saw pre-market, and I'll shut out all of the noise and we'll just look and see what we got pre-market. The reason I made that my initial bullish trigger is because I can see that that was an area of resistance. On a 5-minute chart, I could see that we rejected that level here at 850, rejected it here, 4 a.m., and that is a key level. We blocked off, we resisted it here between 550 and about 640. And then when the market kind of pumped, when we dropped down, that was a key level there. So that's going to be my bullish trigger. And what I'm going to do, and I post this every day in the group for everybody else, I'm going to put here, right, SPY 657 calls. Because I know that's where SPX wants to go. That's largely where order flow wants to go. You do not see SPY options being purchased en masse the way you see with SPX and also the VIX. You'll see a lot of VIX contracts come through as well. Our bearish trigger here, because I saw that it was a level where we found support pre-market around 905. I saw here too, I'm trading, and when I'm doing my boxy box, I'm looking for wicks. because I know that that's where order blocks are. I know that based on this candle or this 4:50 a.m. candle, that price wanted to drop below 652, but institutions wouldn't let it. That's where their orders were largely sitting and triggered. I also know that that took us into the bottom of the gap fill here. We gapped up at that price. So I know that there's a lot of calls being purchased here. Because even when we retested it at 520, we bounced here at this level as well, right? So we bounced here and then rejected off of our bullish trigger. I'm not taking a trade at all before 9:50 a.m. unless we get a 5-minute close below our bearish trigger or above our bullish trigger. You guys got me? Cool, cool, cool. So here, with our bearish trigger, we talked about 647 being our trigger or our level where we're going to look to get puts if we. So SPY moves down about 9:50, 9:45. I start to take a look and I see that we've closed below this level here with volume. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just sit in some 647 puts for the session throughout the day. If you're ever not sure, you can always buy these contracts too for next day. One of the things we largely trade throughout the session, we do 0 DTEs. We kind of just eliminate theta and some of the Greeks, right? Whatever the theta is going to be however much you purchase the contract for. If it doesn't go in your direction, you're going to lose all your money. Of course, we don't let that happen, all right? We put our stop losses in and we watch our levels, etc. But okay, here, this was my bullish price target 1. Now, the good thing, or one of the reasons I enjoy this or doing this, is because I now know that, let's say hypothetically, we close above our bullish trigger and we're testing our bullish price target 1. I'm sorry, I put bullish trigger here as well. Bullish price target 1. Our bullish trigger or our previous level on the Boxy Box now becomes our area of support. So let's say SPY is trading up here, right? Candles move and we're up here. I know that if for whatever reason we drop back below here, our bullish trigger, that I'm out of my trade. This is my stop loss. With every level, the previous level becomes your stop. You guys got me? This is how we stay green. This is how we stay profitable. This is how we feed our families. Next level here, right? Let's talk about this. Double clicking it. Add text. This is our bullish price target 2. Bullish price target 3. Bearish price target 1. Bearish price target 2. No trades for me before 9:50. And I won't go too deep. I usually give 3 to 4 levels on each side, but we'll leave it here where we're at. Same thing on the put side though, right, guys? Let's say we get a candle that closes below our bearish trigger. This is our price target here, right? But the previous level becomes our area of support. If I'm targeting 650, but we break back above 652.27, I'm out of my trade. I'm out of my trade. We can always go back in. And what this also allows us to do when we talk about our Boxy Box and these levels, it allows us to, because we do largely trade 0 DTEs, to avoid all of the chop, right? All of the chop, all of the consolidation. I'm looking for level to level to level. I'm trading from line to line. And as you guys get further in your trading journey, I also suggest taking Chad's mentorship for this. She teaches this really, really well. Trade your charts, not your brokerage. That's one of the hardest things to teach. It's one of the hardest things to relay and get people comfortable doing is trading their charts and not their brokerage. Because if we get a candle closing above here, and this is my price target, but time goes on and my contract is down 20%, I'm cool because I'm trading my chart. I'm trading my levels. I'm not really looking at my brokerage until it's time to take profit or to close a trade or to put a stop loss in. etc. So you guys want to get into the habit and start to kind of just build, your expertise and start trading your levels. But let's turn off the replay feature and let's see where we are now. Oh, there we go. Clockwork. We've tagged our bullish price target 1. And now we can see here, right, where our bullish price target 1 is serving as an area of support. If you jumped in calls early, this becomes your support level. And also it's dope too, right? Because if you look at these levels on a higher time frame, let's look at something like a 1 hour. Let's reset our chart view. You can see where our key levels for today were also the same key levels on March 26th. Going back to here, I already got my premium on March 20th. Wow, right? Bearish, bullish price target 2 was an area of support March 19th throughout that whole session. And these levels always hit. These are key institutional levels where price action just reverts back to, where it deviates to, where price kind of just seeks out. But that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chaz. Quick little breakdown. We can go more in depth. Chaz can also teach this as well. She's actually probably better at teaching this than I am.
Thank you.
And that's why we love our team. That's why we love our peers. I can give these guys a jumping off point and they will take the baton and finish strong and improve upon things, come back and show me different things with it. I couldn't be happier, more appreciative of, the analysts in the community and, specifically Dr. Chaz. Amazing person, brilliant teacher, brilliant mind. We'll set this up, bearish price target 3.
Thank you so much, Court. Like, you broke that down to a T, giving them some morning game. Can you remove the option chain and just show the chart?
Yes, there you go, guys. Is it possible? Let's see. Am I able to join the chat? I have to connect on YouTube. I'm going to send this to Chaz. I'm going to text this to Chaz, and then she can post it in the chat for you guys if anybody wants to kind of use these levels or these triggers and kind of just understand some of my process. So once again, we're connecting wicks, or largely primarily looking at wicks pre-market and from after hours of the previous session.
Yeah.
And then we're getting our strike prices from order flow pre-market. I can see what institutions are buying. On the SPX side, I convert it to the SPY side. It gives us a strike price, and we take it from there. And this is why I also don't trade before the first 15, 20 minutes. Aside from the fact that you just have really wide spreads, super high volatility. We'll see what happens here. And if we hold our bullish trigger, or if we go back to being bearish. But you guys, thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, I don't have too much to offer you guys on the chart side. Me and Court pretty much do something similar in regards to levels. But what I do want to see in the chat is how many of you guys struggle with your psychology when it comes to trading in the market? If you struggle with your psychology when it comes to trading, drop a 1 in the chat. Or if you've ever struggled with your psychology. I was going to say, so y'all got it all figured out. Y'all got it all figured out. Well, right now in Mogul Stock Group, we're doing a small account challenge where we're turning $500 into $10,000. And previously, we did this with $250. And the goal was to go, I don't know if we said 8 weeks or how long we were going to do it. Allowed to share screen. How long we were going to do it, but one of our members in the community did it in under 4 weeks. Right. So one of the reasons why we do small account challenges, I think there's a misconception that we do it just to run it up, but no, hold on. Here we go. I'm trying to share my screen, Chaz. Here we go. There we go. I'm new to this, but the reason we do these challenges are really to help reinforce and get you guys right when it comes to your discipline in the market. A lot of the main issue that people have with trading has nothing to do with the actual trading itself. It's what's going on in your mind, right? It's your discipline. Trading is going to show you everything about you that needs to be healed and fixed in the market. So the reason we do these challenges is because it's going to help you get stricter, and also it teaches you how to compound, and how when you compound, how small things, like what seems like small gains, turn into something really big. We say in Mogul Stock Group, we specialize in turning a little bit of money into a lot, right? So here I just want to show you guys, even if you're not in the community, which you should, um we have a promotion right now where you can join for 50% off forever. So Chaz will give you guys that link. But I want to just show you guys some of these rules, so even if you're not with us, you guys should apply these to your trading, because at the end of the day, most of you guys aren't trading just for fun. Like, it is fun, it's fun, and you develop a love for it, but I know most of you guys are trading because you want to increase your income. You want freedom. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of feeling like it's never enough. Like, it's just not. And that's what this can do for you. But it can only create ease for you if you stick to a plan and get disciplined. And I always say, keep your eyes on your own paper, right? So what I mean by that is, on social media, in these communities, things like that, you see people making all this money, all this stuff. And sometimes you feel discouraged, like, dang, I just want that to be me, or this and that. And in that, you guys will over leverage, put all this money into a trade, and you're just like, you know what? I'm just about to full port it, and today is going to be my $10,000 day, and then all the money's just gone because it doesn't work out that way. And I think spiritually, God does God does that on purpose, because no, you're doing it wrong. So I'm going to go over just the rules that we have for our small account challenge, and if you're not in the group, apply these to your trading and you will be just fine. So what we trading for the challenge, and what I encourage anybody to do, if you want to take this serious, if you want to be a full-time trader, is focus on no more than 3 tickers, and trade them every single day. The challenge isn't just starting today, it's already started. This is week 1 of it, so it's the perfect time to join. We've only taken a couple trades this week. But what I encourage anybody to do when they're just getting started is to pick one ticker. We like to do SPY, QQQ, IWM. Why? Because these tickers are more liquid, they're consistent, and they're very beginner friendly when you follow your trading rules. So when it comes to this challenge, and I think the hard thing with a lot of people is everyone wants a home run. So what they want is, they want 100% trade plus every single time, not recognizing that 20% compounded, 30, 50% compounded over time can grow into if you started with 200, into a 5-figure account really, really fast, if you just put a hard stop on taking profit there. Okay, so anything beyond 50% or 30%, all of that, that's a bonus. Like, don't expect that. Stacking your base hits is what's going to be what helps you compound your account. So here's the stop loss rules. Your hard stop loss should be 25%. I would say maybe even, I'll give y'all 30, but don't let it go past 40. You can always re-enter when you come back to your level. Like Court was showing on the chart with the boxy box, when you have your levels marked out and plan strategically, and this is again why you should focus on one ticker, right? Because if you have one ticker, if you focus on only trading SPY, you're going to have your levels marked up, the key levels on SPY, you're going to be ready to go. So like, okay, this is a strong area of support, this is a strong area of resistance. I know that if we hold above this level, we're good to go. If we come below it, okay, maybe I should, we're holding below, maybe I should cut it. You don't average down, you just get out. It's really as simple as that. When it comes to position sizing, this is the problem a lot of people have. They over leverage. You can lose a trade. You could lose a few trades in a week and still be profitable, and you can still not blow your account. If you blow your account, it means you over leverage. You size too big. That's what blows accounts. It's not because you took a loss. Everybody loses in this. At some point you're going to lose. So that's that. No over trading, right? So more trades, more money. So here's the thing. My if all you need to take is one trade a day, one good trade a day, and you're done. Like you, it says 1 to 3 here, but what happens to a lot of people is they treat the market like the casino. And the longer you are in the casino, y'all know how it is when y'all go to Vegas. The longer you are in the casino, you might get lucky the first couple of games, but the longer you are there, you might end up with again less than you even came with. That's what happens in trading. That's what happens. Set a goal for yourself. You hit that goal, you close out the apps. You shut your computer off. You walk away. It's really that simple. The reason why people are not successful at trading is because they don't follow their rules. They complicate it. That's really it. The technical side of stuff, that's the easiest part. That is the easiest part. So green is green. At the end of the day, you did what you were supposed to do. You won if you followed all your rules. You got out the market green. And honestly, even if you didn't get out the market green, if you followed your rules, you won. That's a win. That's a win. And you live to trade another day. So yeah, you guys definitely should be a part of this. We have this really cool compound. Let me see if we have our compound calendar in here really quick, guys. Compound calculator. And I think it's here. We're going to look at this really fast, guys. Uh-oh. Go. Okay, so I don't think it's showing up right for me here.
They tried to get you to register for something else and sign up for something.
Power sheet. No, it was the one that we have. Like it was showing it. It was showing it like empty. I was trying to see
the one in I think it's in Keynote. I can resend it to you here quickly.
Yeah, see if you can text it to me.
Got you.
But I just wanted to show how fast it could.
Yeah, definitely want to show them the power of compounding. I believe I sent it the right way. Actually, this is not it either. People have edited it. See, that's what happens too. It's like a shared file.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was
people
saying. I
edit
think they edited it. I think
Yeah,
that's what
they're not
happened.
supposed to do nothing or touch anything but the green box.
They took everything off the sheet.
Yo, they just deleted everything. Here
I
goes
still
another
got
version.
mine. I saved another version and I saved it under my name so I could edit it. So I think I still got it too.
Kendra, I resent you, I think, the original in our text messages.
Hold on.
One thing I did forget to touch on today, guys, is that I do look for pre-market. I do look for economic catalysts that we have every day on tradingeconomics.com. I sort by country. I only look at the US and I look for things that have a 2-star impact and up. So today we have PMI at 10 a.m. That's another reason I'm not trading yet. And then we have President Trump speaking tonight at 9 p.m. And then we had retail sales pre-market at 8:30. So a lot of volatility, but volatility is good. That's where we make our money. Let's see if I can send this here, and Chaz can go through it with you guys, or I'm sending it in our private chat. Chaz, I can't comment in the studio chat. I'll also send this as well really quickly.
Here we go. Here we go. I got it. I got it.
It's working now?
I got it. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Share this window. Here we go. This is I guess the keynote version of it, but here you guys can see that when you start with $500 on the week, if you have a goal of hitting 20% every single week, right, and your profit ends up being 100, week one, you end off with $600. And on the sheet that we have in the group, this one I can't edit it, but the sheet we have in the group, you can edit it. You could put in whatever your start number is, less or more, but you can see how quickly over time this turns into something. In 24 weeks, you could have $40,000 if you just stick to the 20% on the week goal. A lot of people, depending on the day and the price action, like for example, Thursdays, we know Thursday is notorious for the market selling off and there being a continuation. Doesn't happen every Thursday, but I would say about 85% of the time on a Thursday, we're going to get a nice move down, right? If you wait until we have a continuation, and that is when you're a little bit more heavy-handed, that 20% goal could happen just in that day or in just 2 days. And then here's the thing, you don't trade no more. You don't trade no more for the rest of the week. If you make that 20% goal on your portfolio on the week on Monday, why are you trading on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? Except for the dopamine. You just want more, but that's not being disciplined. And that's why, again, we do these challenges, because you got to get right. Y'all got to get right.
You gotta get right.
Y'all got to get right.
Yes,
Get it
and you
together.
guys can get a copy of this from Chaz. She can explain it even further. She actually helped me put this whole concept together, this chart. So Chaz got you. Y'all are in good hands.
Yeah, but you guys are amazing. We got to do this again.
This was
Chad.
fun.
This is
This
really
was
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
I would love for one of our Sunday night sentiment calls to be this.
We make it happen. We can definitely stream it through there.
Yeah. I think it would make more sense for us to start to move some things over to YouTube as opposed to Zoom, Chaz. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll
So
definitely
that's our
start
goal.
streaming it here. We definitely get a lot of attention.
Uh-huh.
And it's a little bit safer than us. You know, when you send that Zoom link out, we get all those bombers and stuff. This is where we know people want to be involved. They want to show up here. It's the people that actually want this information. So yeah, we
This
can
is
definitely
so
start.
awesome.
Yeah.
Were you trying to convert us? Like, were you trying to show us a better way of doing things, or?
No, that just happened. You know, when
Just
we collab
happened.
together, just like our morphin power, you know, we're
Yeah.
Power Rangers. When we pull up together, light bulbs start going off. So
For sure. And this is what we talk about, guys, right? Pupils to peers. Chaz just taught me something I've never seen this side of StreamYard. Never used StreamYard.
Yeah,
Never
me either.
knew nothing about this side of YouTube and how much better this chat is and how much, how much better it is to interact with you guys here. So I'm super excited. We welcome and we appreciate you, Chaz. Kendra, we got a 10 a.m.
Yep.
We,
I know we gotta
are
go.
in
We
the
gotta go
middle
to
of a
our next
mentorship
call.
ourselves, guys.
they gotta go. I hope y'all appreciate them. Drop in the chat. Y'all blow that chat up with some sevens if y'all appreciate them pulling up and want them to come back. I'll definitely have them on again. And we do have a Sunday call. So that Sunday call, you'll probably see it here. So definitely make sure you're subscribed, you're liking the channel so you can get those notifications. But they gotta roll. I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes, but blow that chat up and show y'all appreciation.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Talk to you guys soon.
Oops.
Do I just hit the X on StreamYard or here we
There we go. Guys, Like y'all let me know in the chat. Like, was that phenomenal? Did y'all learn something? I definitely wanted to bring you guys game, and not just share just me. Like, I didn't want to just like, hijack keeping Kendra and Court to myself, but you guys are pretty freaking amazing. So I had to share it. Let me show you guys. Here is the economic calendar that Court was going over. Let me bring that up. So here's all the, I'm trying to get to the, I'm probably just going to have my email and bring it up. But Court did send over his chart. I'm going to tag it. I may make a post of it. That's what I'll do. I was expected to stay on until 10 Central. I have a family emergency, so I'm going to have to hop off and then come back, guys. So again, continue to share post with the charts. Share this out. So much appreciation. You guys got to hear. Join us in the Discord. Yes, I'm going to make another post and I'm going to tag it here again. If you're not in the Discord already, definitely hop in. Join us. I mean, buy one, get one for here. You see the me. You're getting Kendra and bonus. There's about 6 other analysts in there. Hannah daily in hour. So there's a lot of fire content behind Discord. Remember, the code is happy, and it's April Fool's Day, and most people think we're tricking, but we're not. If you sign today and drop in there, once you can see my email. Let me give y'all my email address again if you haven't seen it on previous episodes. Sign up for the Discord today. Use that code. Send me a screenshot. I'll give you a free one-on-one with me so we can go over the Boxy Box one-on-one, the charting one-on-one. You'll get that. So no fools here. Don't be no fool and wait. You got the link. You got the code. Be back. Appreciate you guys. She said at the doctor. But he was talking about if she's school or something. What happened with she said bring it to, she said Kennedy has